Greetings, NumbersLie, the podcast here on NumbersLie Sports Network. NumbersLie Sports Network, we're back. We apologize for the absence, man. We're gonna try to be more consistent for y'all, but we're here right now. That's all that matters. And it has been an amazing playoffs, an amazing year. But before we get into it, this is King Tweed. Who else we got in the building?
We got Richard Lawson reporting live for duty. What's going on, y'all?
Juwan here. Sorry for the wait. We back.
Yeah, boy, Phil, back in the building.
All right, so we got the finals, man. Finals are tomorrow. The NBA Finals 2025. All that bing bong stuff is out the window. Fuck, I chose violence today. What up, man? Nixon, how much?
Oh man, what's going on?
What?
I mean,
crazy.
It's crazy how I knew you was gonna try to throw this in my face, but
What the hell?
All y'all had the Celtics coming out of the East. Am I correct?
Hey, don't remind me. Who was that?
I definitely did.
I just remembered. I remember saying that it's not gonna be the Celtics because they only had teams only had a 10% chance of repeating. But y'all ain't want to hit me though, and y'all still chose the Celtics, so it's cool. I wish we could have got the bing bong, but it's all right. It's all good.
I just knew the East was weak. Honestly, in my mind, I was like Boston the best chance at winning the East.
That was so wild. Like Boston losing that, but anyway, let's not focus on that. But
like how defeated that situation.
Yeah, he chose violence too. Tweet all your teams out. Well, no, you got two new teams. I keep forgetting.
I still got Pacers.
Yeah, hey, I forgot you was a Pacers fan. My bad.
Mark Jackson, since your boy Mark Jackson, bro. I'm a Pacers.
What year was that?
90s. In the 90s. Who else? Dale Davis.
Yeah. Look, who's Dale Davis' son?
Come on, man.
Come on, man. You should know.
Goalposts, man.
Next year, I'm picking 4 teams from each conference. So that way, when we get on
I'm gonna tell you, y'all ain't gonna believe me when I say this, but my pick to click next year out the East is the Philadelphia 76ers. I'm keep that tucked in my back pocket though. But you heard it here first. You heard it here first.
Let's stay on track. All right. So why did the Knicks lose, and why did Tom Thibodeau get fired, and what's next for the Knicks? Let's tackle that.
Well, I'll go ahead and start since I'm your neighborhood Knicks fan for the year.
Hey, you almost had a prediction for the ages, my boy.
Yeah, but what I thought was going to happen didn't happen. Maybe because they played the number 1 offense in the league at the time, but I really thought that they'd be better defensively. Like I said in the group, the Pacers averaged 115 points per game. You're not beating any team when you're giving up that many points. I felt their offense was stagnant. I wish they would have utilized Cat a little bit more. If you look at his numbers when he was with the Timberwolves, he averaged way more assists, and for some reason, he's not the playmaker. They're not allowing him to make plays. So I felt like Cat was underutilized, and they wet the bed in that first game, which was hard, that was terrible. So that's what I saw. But what y'all see?
Everything you saw, and shout out Jeff T, because I wouldn't have noticed this until I was watching. He said just how long Brunson holds the ball and how late the Knicks get like rolling into their offense. Like it really became evident once Indiana started picking up full court, and then when he went out the game and they were going their runs with Deuce McBride in the game, I'm like, oh, this real. Like he just holds the ball so long.
Yeah.
And it's like the type of players he's playing with, how do you get into a rhythm if you're Bridges?
Yeah, my thing is that his fault or is that the coach's fault?
I mean, they running them niggas is running around. It's like he's just not giving them the ball. They do a high go to the high post, Cat to get it. Brunson come off the handoff, get the handoff into a screen and roll, and dribble on the right side the entire time.
Thibodeau has never been an offensive coach, and I know that because I love the '08 Celtics, but he's always been just defense. He doesn't have an offensive scheme, so I don't know. Maybe there's nobody behind him making an offensive scheme, but they didn't have one. It was just Cat and Brunson, see who can get a bucket, and
But
that's
how could you?
probably why they.
I guess the thing is, yeah, you can say that, but then how come it looks totally different when Brunson's out the game? I
Because
guess
they
that's my thing.
because they're forced to. They're forced to distribute at that point. They're forced to find the open man because Brunson's not there.
So then that's why I can't blame the offensive flow. Because if it clicks with certain people, but not with other people, but you're running the same exact plays, is it the recipe or is it the chefs cooking the recipe at that point?
Mm, that I'm not sure. All I know is they
Yeah,
going with
I
Tibbs.
wish that Thibodeau would have helped or allowed Cat to get the ball mid post and run some offense through him and let Jalen Brunson play off ball a little more. I mean, they allowed Brunson to pretty much dominate during the season and the first most of the postseason. But once he was on the bench, the ball definitely popped and moved around once Brunson was on the bench. But I mean, they definitely should have had some more plays for Cat to get him post up and let him have some opportunities to touch the ball and make plays in that mid post. That's something that they need to clean up and work on with their next coach, which I think they would if they hire an offensive minded coach.
And another thing, Josh Hart. I didn't really pay attention to Josh Hart that much until this series, and because I was trying to understand why he got benched. So after he got benched, I started watching him, and yeah, the man can't shoot. And it's like if you a guard, you can't be like your best attribute can't be rebounding. I think that's a little to say you're a great rebounding guard, that doesn't go far in a league where there's a lot of long shots, long rebounds with all the threes. So it's like if you're a guard, you know what I'm saying, like playing it safe on the outer out the post, of course you're gonna get more rebounds than most. But as a guard, you're supposed to be able to shoot the ball, bro. Like I was watching him and he was throwing up shots, and I was like, yo, you been like this your whole career? Like
Yeah.
so yeah, I
He's
think
in that Draymond Green mode.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and I feel like that really was a detriment to them because they really needed his production offensively, and yeah, unfortunately they wasn't getting that from him. But he was getting 10 rebounds though.
Hmm.
He was getting 10 boards.
See,
So
see, I think that the other way with that, I don't think you should have bench Hart because once you bring Mitchell Robinson in,
well, yeah,
all the stuff Phil talking about, like the mid, like all that's negated.
they gated, yeah,
Yeah, Cat is 3-point line and 3-point line only. But you also got to bring Mitchell Robinson in because Cat wasn't defending. Brunson's not defending. So you need it. So it's like one of those like pick your poison. Do we go with more
yeah.
defense or more offense at that point? But
Hack
yeah,
it.
that was and that Mike Hill Bridges trade just looks terrible right now.
Mhm.
Another analysis I saw was that OG needs to get in the lab and work on some offensive moves. If he can't shoot a spot up jump shot and get past his defender by using his brute strength, he's not scoring. Like he needs to figure out a way how to maneuver in that paint and get easy shots because he's too skilled and too good of a player not to have any offensive moves to help that team, And I think Mikal Bridges also was too inconsistent. He played well in New York, but when he was on the road, he was straight ass. So I think them two people were key in them losing and not being as productive as they should be. And I know that OG always backed up, the Kawhi Leonards in Toronto, then Pascal Siakam, and now he's the man. You depend on him to help alleviate some of that offensive drought that they have. So I think that he and Mikhail need to get in the lab and work on their offensive skill set for sure.
Well, I think that goes back also to the whole Jalen Brunson thing and him holding the ball. As a wing player, or like you always waiting to get the ball, and I just feel like that makes you go cold quicker. You know what I'm saying? Like that makes you more inconsistent. You know what I'm saying? When you relegated to a spot up shooter all the time. So I hear you. I do feel like there was something. If the offense was ran a little bit better, they had a couple of different sets, where they called plays for OG or something like that. I think they would have probably played better offensively. But I mean,
Yeah,
I hear you.
no, that's the surprise part because we saw Michael Bridges go crazy in
Yeah,
Brooklyn, but also he had the ball. But actually, he didn't have the ball, but he was getting more shot attempts. It's just like again, you're turning Michael Bridges into Cam Johnson, basically, is what you want him to play, and I don't think that fits his game anymore. Back when he was a rookie, first year, second year player in Phoenix, he was cool with that. But now it's like you saw me getting buckets, nigga, 30 minutes away in Brooklyn. Like, let me eat. And I just think the roster isn't constructed that great either. But
and that
Been
they
benched.
stuck.
and
Been
Tweedle
benched.
said he's a defensive minded coach. It would make sense us noticing how stagnant the offense was in relation to Tweed saying that, but that also brings up a point of the rumor of how he didn't listen to any of his other assistant coaches. Like it was a one. Teague said it's a one man show. So
Did he try to make Brunson D Rose? So it seemed like
I feel like
what it
I
was.
feel like what he does, he almost in that Brad Stevens mode where your point guard is your offense. I mean,
Yep.
because you look back when he went to when he was in Minnesota, he won. Jeff Teague was like the focal point. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just the type of coach it seems like he is. But I don't know, man. It's I just read something where the team unhappy with Jalen Brunson dad as well.
yeah,
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, who knows what's next for the Knicks? We shall see for sure in the coming months. Got that draft coming up. It's
They don't
gonna be
have any draft picks.
yeah.
that's what
They
happens,
got they
man.
got to do something though, because Jalen Brunson too small.
Yeah.
Like when Andrew Nimrod
Nimhart.
Nimhard. I'm sorry. When Andrew Nimhard is a problem, like when he's giving you
He was a
props,
problem.
that's not gonna cut it.
Andrew,
Even in the
Andrew
East.
Nimhart was acting like I thought Andrew Nimhart was like a 8 year veteran. Ain't this like his second year? He was poised out there. Um,
4-year college player.
there you go.
Yeah, he had a great game, but those previous 5 games, he was stinging it up, but he came in at the right time when they needed
Oh,
him.
I was
He was
referring to
definitely
that.
he was
Yeah,
definitely locking down shit,
yeah. I was
but
talking
his
about his
offensive
defense.
game came along that last game for sure.
When the Pacers needed it, he stepped up defensively.
Made timely shots. So draft coming up, we'll see what the Knicks do. Sham said it's gonna be one of the craziest off seasons ever. We'll see. I can't wait. So let's
Question for y'all though, before we even move topic. If you were a New York general manager, right? Who would you want to be the coach for next year?
Uh, I'm going with Hurley only because
somebody young.
yeah, a lot of the problems with the Knicks, even on defense, was effort. Like they're giving up fast breaks off missed
Yo,
shots.
off made
Like
shots,
yeah, that's all effort
outlets.
at that point.
That,
Like
that was
there's no
they were making
X's and O's for that.
those like high school mistakes. Like
Yeah,
you running 45s
and they
after
need
the
someone
game
that's gonna hold
for
them
those.
accountable with that. So and that's why I like Curly because he seems like just watching because they had like their preseason mic'd up and just watching him coach the way he coaches, like you're gonna get full effort from these people. And he
Man,
cold with the X's and O's on offense.
I don't know who's gonna be the coach, but hey, I know you're gonna have a short leash because these coaches, man. Hey, what does it take to be a good coach nowadays? Coach of the year? You're out of there.
So that's the
I
crazy
wish Mark
part.
Jackson would have another chance, man. I
Man,
gotta
that'd
be
be
honest
perfect.
with you.
That'd be dope.
They were saying
He,
Leon
he's a he's a
Rose. I'm sorry, go
he's a
ahead.
New Yorker. He played for the Knicks. He knows the organization. He's a former player. He's relatable, and his record speaks for itself. I just think that he needs another shot in the league.
I think the Knicks have been burned by former players way too many times for them to go down that road again, unfortunately. From Isaiah Thomas to Jason Kidd to Phil Jackson. Like they've tried every former player before they got a real coach. Like I
Phil
saw,
Jackson's the coach.
Phil Jackson
He was
coached.
for a hot
Yeah,
second. Yep.
I thought he was in front office.
Nah, he coached.
he fired whoever the coach was and took over for like the rest of the season. So yeah, like they went down this road. Like I saw Tibbs has more wins than the previous 12 New York Knicks coaches combined in his 5 years with the Knicks. Like they need stability. That's why I think you go younger, like you said, Tweedle, and like because your window with this new second apron is next year. That is your winning window if you're the Knicks.
Parity is here.
Yeah, and so I think they go young. I like the Hurley. I don't know. I'm not a fan of assistants at this point.
So let's shift gears real quick to the Western Conference. What happened? Basically, I want to know how y'all feel about Ant. Like, so the survey is out, and Michael Jordan is not Anthony Edwards' father. What happened with Ant? Like, what do y'all think is next for him and the Wolves? Like, they got
That
swept.
that series
Personally,
oh, go ahead.
go ahead, bro.
I would
Go
say
ahead.
Ant playing in that series reminded me of when Katie and Kyrie played Boston a couple years ago, and they just couldn't figure out the defense. I think it was
They got swept the first round.
yeah, it was that year. Like just the frustration of like you can't figure out where to go. The stuff you've been doing for the last 3-4 years isn't working. They had a great game plan for him, but I also think he learns from that. Like, and Edwards never called himself Jordan. Everybody else was calling himself Jordan. He actually said it was disrespectful to call him that.
First,
So I just think he's a young player that's going to learn from this.
He had like one game of 20 points or more in that series. That's what I'm looking at. Like, damn.
But he wasn't forcing it. That's the thing. He was making the right basketball plays.
if
But
I'm
sometimes
Anthony
you gotta.
Edwards in the summer, what I'm working on is working off the ball. How I can get open off the ball, get off the ball, and how can I be effective, playing off ball. He gave the ball up too easily on the double teams. And once he gave the ball up, he was ineffective. He wasn't screening for somebody or back cutting. He wasn't doing none of that. I would work on that. Um, and also just figure out other ways just to score, when people are coming at the double team or find that open teammate, to help them out. And it didn't also help that Julius Randle looked completely ass that last series. So I think him being 23 is a benefit to him because he has a long basketball career ahead of him. Going to 2 Western Conference Finals at 23 is crazy. But, just working, figuring out how to be effective when you don't have the ball in your hands, I think that's the main thing he has to work on because his jumper skill set is all there. His athleticism is all there. He has everything that you would want in a player. It's just more so, the mental side of it, in my opinion.
Real
Well,
quick.
I noticed two things, and they kind of correlate with each other. The player, Julius Randle, and it forcing Anthony Edwards to take shots that he should not have to take. Um, and it was just a bad series for Julius Randle. Like when you got Chet Holmgren, Isaiah Hardenstein, Jalen Williams, he physically he don't have a wingspan to compete with them offensively, on a in a 7-game series, and I felt like that affected his Anthony Edwards offensive abilities as well. Just given how he can't drive, he don't have the driving lanes that he used to. If Julius Randle not hitting his threes, then you got Isaiah Hardenstein in the paint, you got Chet Holmgren in the paint. And I just feel like it was frustrating for Anthony Edwards to see that defense all the time.
Can hear
And
you.
honestly, I feel like they got to do something with Julius Randle because he's not the fit next to Anthony Edwards.
They just traded for him. That's the funny part.
That's because he only had 1 year left on his contract versus Cat's contract.
That's
Also, you're a
not,
free agent this summer.
He can opt out.
All right. Well, they'll do something. I think Ant will be good. I think he needs to settle in and be more efficient with his shots. Stop taking as many threes. Take half of those threes and take some middies like Shea Gilly be doing, and
Yeah,
get a post up game. Get
But
a catch it in
like
the
Yeah,
that's
I
easy to
agree.
say when you don't have Rudy Gobert down there. Like he's gonna post up right to the back of the center. Like there's no room to post up.
and,
Like
I,
that's the problem.
and that's
But
why I
okay,
said one of them got to go. They can't have both Julius Randle and Gobert out there. Like it's too much. They clog the paint. And Nas Reed, he actually plays better with Rudy Gobert and Anthony Edwards. I feel. Julius Randle, he's just not the fit. When he gets the ball, he slows the offense down, and he's always driving. And the defense always know that he has to kick it out because he's not tall enough, or his arms aren't long enough to shoot over Chet Holmgren or Isaiah Hartenstein. So the defense already waiting for him to make that pass to the wing,
Mhm.
and they was picking it off every time.
Let's get down to
Give
the nitty-gritty. They lost to a superior team, a better team.
Yeah,
OKC.
of course.
yeah,
Number one
no.
team. Let's not
Look,
forget they were the number one team defensively all year long. They ran to a buzzsaw. They ran to a legit superstar in Shea Gilly, and their team is just flat out better than the Timberwolves. You
well,
know,
yeah. I mean,
I was more curious to see if Stephen Curry was healthy, how that series would have played out. But I mean, unfortunately, he wasn't healthy, and Golden State just didn't have enough offense for the T-Wolves. But I mean, they just ran into a better team, to be honest.
So
well, yeah. I thought we was talking about Anthony Edwards, but yeah, they definitely had the better team, like flat out. I thought Anthony Edwards was gonna show out. I really did. I really did. I thought he was gonna, put Shea in his place, but it was the other way around.
yeah, they stifled him. They stifled him, and he couldn't do nothing.
Yeah.
He sunk. Like that's the thing. Like it was the effort. It was just like he just folded. He was like, oh well, they got me, y'all. That's kind of what I saw. And so, hey, I hope he does work hard this summer. I hope he stays out of stays out of the women. I hope he all does all of that and just works hard, bro.
Sound like Daddy. Stay
They
out
need to
of the
go call Wardell. Tell them to go call Wardell. Figure out how to play off ball, man.
Do some
You know,
work out with
man.
somebody.
Be more
But
effective.
speaking of that juggernaut defensive team, OKC. So we got OKC and the Pacers. We got the Sundown Town finals. Who we got, man? How many games? And why do you say that, man? Let's get it. This is the finals, man. I looked up the finals tickets. I was like, never mind.
yeah.
I got OKC. I'm torn between 5 and 6. Uh, I'll go 6. I'll go 6. I think that Indiana will win one at home, and they'll somehow steal a game on the road. But OKC for sure. They got a complete
this
team
game.
from the defense to a bona fide superstar.
If this game go more than 5 games, is rigged.
If it go more than 5,
If this series go more than 5 games, is rigged.
but the NBA wanted the Knicks to make it a 7 though.
I thought
No,
the
and
Knicks
they
was gonna
and
win
they
that
was
game six.
trying too.
I thought the Knicks was gonna win
They
that
was,
game six. I was like,
hey,
yo, the NBA ain't going, bro.
they was trying too.
Said they tried.
Hey,
They
hey,
couldn't back.
All them offensive fouls, they was
Yeah,
calling defensive, dog. Man,
they
get out of here,
they
it was
dog.
couldn't
the
back up the
Pacers.
draft lottery with a Knicks comeback like that. Conspiracy would have been blown the top right off. It was
Oil
one or the
hat,
other. Yeah, it was one or the other.
oil hat. Hey, I was watching that game like, yo, it's the Pacers versus the NBA, bro. Like NBA wasn't going. I was like, oh, the Pacers really overcame the NBA. That was crazy.
Man,
But
Yeah,
playing
I,
basketball with their knees, dog. I was like, yo, what's going on here? They
so
trying
yeah,
to
hey,
take some people out.
this might be the lowest rated game since '07, man. We'll see though. I don't know. We'll
but
see.
it's gonna be good basketball, I
Right.
believe.
Hey, the casuals might
Well,
not watch, but
we'll see. It has the potential to be good basketball,
right.
but I think Indiana's turnovers is what's gonna haunt them because they get way too loose with that ball sometimes. That's why they blow 20-point halftime leads because they start feeling themselves. They start doing the what's it Westbrook and campaign thunder dance in the middle of the court, and teams be coming back on them because they turn that bitch over so much. And OKC definitely capitalizes off turnovers.
Hey, who was the last MVP to win the title? The last regular season MVP to win the title.
Dak.
I believe that was Nikola Jokic. Didn't he
Oh,
win?
no.
When he
MVP
back to
and the
back?
title?
Yes, I believe so.
Probably.
Okay, that's hard.
Underdog,
And
look
then
it
you
up.
got then I thought Giannis did it as well.
Yeah, Giannis won
In
MVP,
2020?
defensive player of the year, 2021 or something like that.
2021. Yeah, it
2021.
was one
That was a
2020.
crazy year.
It was. And he was hurt too.
Yep.
In the
So,
playoffs.
all
KD,
right.
man, if he would have wore a size 14 instead of that 15.
Jokic did not do it. My bad. It was the year Embiid won. Jokic won the title that year.
Okay, look. So Phil got OKC in 6. Minnow said OKC in 5. Gentlemen sweep. Juwan got OKC in
OKC in
5.
5. Yes,
Wow.
sir.
Wow.
You got the Pacers?
You said what?
You got the Pacers? You saying wow like you
I ain't
got
even say
something
nothing yet,
different?
bro. I ain't even say nothing yet, bro. What you talking about?
You saying wow like you amazed.
I mean, I like the Pacers are a good team. Like y'all like the Pacers some bums.
All right,
Like
so what's your pick though?
y'all talking like the Pacers are overrated. That's how y'all
Man,
talking.
just
Like.
answer the question, man.
Basically, I'm saying I'm an Indianimal, and I got the Pacers
He's an
in
Indianimal.
6.
I'm an Indianimal.
In 6?
They some Indianimals.
I'm an Indianimal. We some Indianimals.
You playing, right?
No, I'm not.
This might go to Cabela's
Pacers
one
in 6.
time, and now yeah, Indiana.
I get my gas from there. I get my fireworks from there. That's
219
right
tweet.
there.
I see you.
219, baby. Let's get it, bro. I might still go on Friday, on next Friday. I might still cop a
Game
ticket.
4. You might
Yeah,
as well. That might be their last game of the year. You should.
game. That's game 3 or 4. No, that's game 4. That's game 4 next Friday. Hey,
I just
Mike was
said
trying
that.
to go too. Mike trying to go too,
I
though.
might pull up.
Especially they down 3-0. Them tickets might be way cheaper. I'm just saying the tickets might be cheaper. They got hope right
That
now.
would be hard though, seeing them lose at the crib though. See SGA hoist the trophy.
Look, OKC is stacked. I get it, but the Pacers have pace. They got the most overrated player in the league, quote unquote, and he's on a tear right now. It's like his momentum. Siakam is an NBA champion.
Take Tyrese under.
Shooters. You said what?
I swear. Imagine like
under.
you hear Tyrese Halliburton. You go start off with Lou Dort stick you, then they go come with Caruso to stick you, then they might go Jalen Williams to stick you. Like that sounds horrible. Like we just saw Ant struggle. Like come on, dog.
Wait, so you're gonna have Andrew Nembhard guarding SGA?
Yeah, who else you gonna have guarding him? Halliburton?
You can't stop him. You can only hold to contain him.
You're gonna have Halliburton start like guarding Dort, so he can just stand in the corner with him.
Don't underestimate Rick Carlisle, NBA champion head coach.
Yeah,
like we got some low-key experience out here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay.
You gonna put that FanDuel bet in?
Yeah, I'm a live bet though. I'm gonna let them odds go up, and then I'm gonna put that in.
You should go right now. You should bet it right now. I know it's like plus 400.
1,700. No.
17.
Let me check it. I'm gonna check it. But hey, look, just
put 500 on.
Pacers are a complete team. They got a bench. They got players who've been there before. They got players who act like they've been there before.
They have a player who's been there before.
Pascal Siakam.
They have one.
Rick Carlisle.
That's not a player.
You got Halliburton who's coming on like he has the adrenaline of being of this last series. Like he got the song with the Halliburton.
Shea got the adrenaline of an MVP coming on, and
Shea ain't played basketball in like 2 weeks, bro. Like, hey.
Oh, they could be a little rusty.
Yep.
But the thing is, they don't hang their hat on offense. It's on defense. You don't get rusty on defense.
Thanks.
Hey, Juwan, what wins championships, Juwan?
Offense.
Okay.
They got the MVP. You think he was the MVP?
No bullshit. I wouldn't be surprised though if they pull off their game 1 though, since they've been rusty. To your point,
the Pacers winning game 1 but losing the series. Okay.
Nah,
I said you can go 6.
There's gonna be too much juice in that building. Could be way too much juice in that building.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And I don't know. I feel like them niggas 24. They probably playing pickup right now, the night before the game. Like I don't think I don't look at Russ the same with them. Remember we had this talk. You asked me if they was too inexperienced to win a championship this year. And I said no, they got that experience last year. Here we are, and it's crazy that Denver was their toughest competition thus far.
Joker, that show you how good Joker was, boy. God damn, Joker.
Yeah,
That dude, Aaron
and
Gordon.
Indiana ain't got that over there.
All right.
They don't got a superstar over there. Yeah.
See, that's that. That's that.
They
Halliburton's a
don't.
star.
Yeah,
Wow.
he's not a
Wow.
superstar.
I see Tyrese Halliburton go for 8 points.
Are
in
you
game
kidding
5.
me, Tweet?
So Minnow, you agree? Halliburton's not a superstar.
Nah.
He's a star. He's a
He's
really
top
good.
what? He's top
Yeah.
what in the league?
You could be top 9 and you're not a superstar.
Okay.
It's like 8 superstars in the league.
I don't know. My superstar, like, it's very hard to get to. Like in my mind, Wemby's not a superstar yet.
Is Luca?
Got Steph Curry,
Is Luca
star,
Steph?
superstar.
So are y'all talking
LeBron
about
James,
being a
superstar.
legend? Or like,
Giannis is a superstar. KD is a superstar.
Yeah, and KD. It's like 5, 6 of them.
Yeah, that's it. Tatum's not a
are
superstar
y'all
yet.
talking about legacy or
No,
like
it's
right
just
now?
I can't put a player like Tyrese Halliburton at his peak with anyone he just named at their peak.
Joel Embiid is a superstar to me.
Yeah, he had a superstar moment. I wouldn't
with
put him
you,
at a
yeah.
superstar.
Just hurt.
Yeah.
I feel like
Ain't no one in the country can call him.
But he hurt.
But he hurt, like, yeah, so everyone in the country could go.
I'm
Is
saying like
Kawhi a
nobody
superstar?
like
No, he's not a superstar.
Oh, he hate hearing that.
wait, who?
Kawhi's not.
You answer that just so that we can say that.
Yeah, he's not a superstar.
How
Like
is
there's
Kawhi
levels
Leonard
to
not a
this.
superstar?
There's levels
What
to
are y'all grading
superstardom.
Wow, this is crazy. Like this, I don't understand this, but okay.
Tell me
Jokic is a
one
superstar.
accolade
That's 6.
Halliburton has. Just give me one accolade. Any accolade he has.
A 30-point triple-double with no turnovers in the playoffs.
That's not an accolade. Those are stats. Give me an accolade is what I asked you.
Who's done it?
Give me an I'm still waiting for one accolade. Was he rookie of the year?
Because accolades don't define. Like, what defines superstar?
Accolades. That's accolades define
James
superstar.
Harden superstar?
James Harden was a superstar, yes.
Okay, so it's about your era. It's about your.
It's about your stardom at the point. And
Okay, so right now,
Tyrese Halliburton is not a superstar. That's all we've been saying.
Right.
He's a star.
All right. He's on his way though, and when he wins,
see, that changes the whole statement. So yes, I'm with you.
He's on his way.
He could be on his way. Yes.
When he wins in 6, and I bumped this Indianimals. Hey, actually, let me go get the song. And look. So again, Miles Turner. Don't underestimate Miles Turner. Siakam, Miles Turner. Nembhard is actually going to be huge too. And this, my boy off the bench.
Name him. Go ahead. What's his name? Mathurin?
No. Oh, I forgot about Mathurin too.
You can't continue to forget about his lease so short.
TJ McConnell comes in and he poises the team. Aaron Naismith is going to be blocking. Aaron Naismith is going to be guarding Shea, giving him the flux.
No, he's not.
Foul trouble.
Because you go put Nembhard on Williams then? That's a mouse in the house.
Somebody gonna be in foul trouble.
Yeah, you can, because you got to put Siakam on Chet. Yeah, yeah, you have to.
What about Hardenstein?
You got to put Turner on Hardenstein.
Don't nobody got to guard Hardenstein.
So you just want to get a bunch of offensive rebounds.
Those two, Hardenstein and Chet, can switch off on both that forward and that center because Miles Turner is really a jump shooter. You're not really a paint threat.
I'm talking about who on Indiana is guarding who on Oklahoma. It's gonna be cross matches for sure. Like I think Jalen Williams actually sticks Siakam on defense. And Chet sticks Neesmith because he doesn't Neesmith, what is he?
Yeah, Siakam a 3 foot.
6'6".
Siakam gonna be having the ball
Yeah, right. That's why I'd rather have Jalen Williams stick him.
So
higher than him.
Hardenstein not gonna play. What
He go start. He go guard Miles Turner.
And what about Chet?
Chet's gonna stick Neesmith,
Really?
and Williams is gonna stick Siakam because he's a more mobile. He's more mobile. Siakam's not like a post player. He go bring the ball up. Like that makes a lot of like you thinking about because
Nah.
or I even put. I mean, because what is Neesmith outside of 9 minutes of game one? Neesmith isn't like a threat.
Yeah, 3-and-D guy. 3-and-D.
I don't know. I just feel like that's a waste of Chet's abilities. But okay, whatever.
That's been old boy, right? That's been
my
old
boy.
boy.
I don't know. I just know one of them people on that team was a second team all defense. And you got
I think that the first game is gonna be probably a lower score game because it's game one. And everybody got jitters. That first game.
It's about who
I
controls
also think Casey Wallace is gonna play a lot. He's gonna come in. He's gonna come in for one of the bigs quick. I don't know which one, but one of them, and then that helps out a lot.
If any of the bigs get their minutes cut short, I think Hardenstein, simply because Check-in is a little bit more mobile and Chet's 7 foot.
Well, we just saw Mitchell Robinson go crazy on the boards against the
Miles
Pacers.
Turner ain't going crazy on no boards.
I'm talking about Hardenstein. That's why I said Mitchell Robinson went crazy on the Pacers, and Hardenstein can kind of duplicate that.
Yeah.
So I think Chet would be the one to get his minutes pulled more than Hardenstein.
Well, it's gonna be interesting. All we can do now is watch. And
Are we betting on this tweet?
yeah, man. What you want to bet, man?
I'm asking
We
you.
gotta bet.
You got the underdog, so you can set the terms. And I give you plus 4 points every game.
Okay. Cool. We can make a bet. I don't want your money though.
Okay.
If the Pacers win this series, you got to put in your background. You got to make a text background that says "Tweed knows basketball" for at least half the season next year. Like at least
I got you to
a lot
next
of
finals.
episodes.
I got you to next finals. That's how confident I am.
It's a bet.
But now, if I win,
Okay.
I'll be back. I'll figure it out. You gotta put like Chet better than Wemby.
Ooh, that's tough.
He a champion. Respect that man. He'll be a champion.
Oh, God, no. Okay. Well, we'll see. We shall see. Again, it's all this has to come to fruition on the court. It's going to be a great finals, no matter what. It's going to be good basketball. I implore the casuals to just give it a chance, get these NBA viewership numbers up, and
Look,
just get
the
popcorn.
casuals ain't listening to this. If they casuals, they damn sure ain't found our podcast. You just,
Hey, you never know. You never know.
just put it out there. I got you.
We're gonna get it to the casuals too, man. But yeah, man, it's gonna be a good finals, man. Pacers in 6. And yeah, any final thoughts?
We got the draft coming up. We can really,
Oh, yeah. Hey, that's gonna be crazy.
yeah.
Where y'all think KD going?
I don't know, man.
Where you think he going? Where you think he want to go?
I think you're going to Minnesota.
New York Knicks.
Hill.
Yeah, I hate both of them, but I can see
You think he finally going to the Knicks?
he's either going to Minnesota to play with his boy Ant, or
Young Bull.
he going to New York.
Is he a free agent, or you on 1-year deal?
he got a couple years
left.
left. He got like 3 or 4 years.
The only reason I say New York is because Devin Booker and Cat always wanted to play with each other. That's the only reason.
Kentucky. Okay.
Yeah, Kentucky. KD has got what's this? Next year's 25, 26, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he got. God damn, that nigga do. $54 million next year. That just sounds
He's KD.
disgusting.
All right, he worth it.
Most
He going
team will pay for that.
How much cap do you pay next year?
54 million. Oh, That's a lot of damn money.
LeBron
Let's
getting
see.
that too, right?
How much Carl Anthony Towns getting paid next year?
I got you. Next year, 53 million, then 57 million the year after that, then 61 million the
This
year
cat.
after
I mean,
that.
this cat.
This is Cat.
Wow.
53 million. So that's a clean swap right there.
Mm-hmm. But it's them other 3 years that you gotta work. And Bradley Beal, a little stubborn ass, still ain't gonna leave.
Mm-hmm.
Go home, Roger. That's what they would tell this nigga. Like, leave.
I forgot Bradley Bill. He's like, hey, I don't know what y'all talking about. I got a no trade clause. So
But yeah,
He
the
gonna ruin the
Spurs,
NBA with
Spurs
that.
about to trade the number 2 pick.
They definitely getting rid of that.
To be honest, that's why they got it in the first. That's why Adam Silver gave it to him in the first place, because they got to be relevant. It's
wait,
going to be a rivalry between OKC, Battle of the Bigs.
it's
Look,
not going to be a rivalry.
and you know that's
It's
the
not gonna
funny
be a
part.
rivalry.
I kid you not.
Come on, man.
When Adam Silver said today about small market teams in the NFL, he's like, "Yeah, people will watch the Packers versus the Chiefs in the Super Bowl." I was like, "Oh, that nigga about to turn San Antonio up." Like that's the first thought. Like, "Oh, he about to have San Antonio lit,
Lit.
scripted."
All them big women out there. Let's get it.
That's why he doing USA versus the world. He trying to like, man, none of these USA niggas want to be want to be the face.
It's not enough. It's not enough world players to make an
Yes,
all-star
it
roster,
is.
though.
Phil, you always say that. Yes, it is.
It's not.
He about to get Giannis.
That's all-star caliber. That's worthy of having an all-star bid. It's not enough
World, hey,
world players.
World would
Sorry,
drag
bro.
the USA, bro, but that's another podcast, bro. We'll talk about that next season, bro. But like, yes, it's coming though. The World versus USA in an All-Star game is happening next year. That we'll
That
talk
ain't
about.
fair though. So
It
it's gonna be an
is.
American that's gonna be asked out over a world player that's not even worthy of it. That's bullshit.
We'll talk about that when we get to a pimp. Just know, you might as well get your passport, get your visas up, get your stamps, get all that, cause yeah, the world is coming, bro.
That nigga down in the
It
Mitch gonna be
is.
at home, mad as hell, boy.
But
Good.
hey,
I don't even want to see that nigga play.
I'll see y'all tomorrow for the big game, for the hey for the highest level of sports there is. This is it. This is the most exciting sports event in the world. NBA Finals, man.
Boy,
Pacers in
shut
6.
up. That don't even make
In the
sense.
world, Craig,
Like, shut up.
like the World Cup and the Super Bowl don't exist. All right, but
Literally,
How
you
they
play
do
any?
it?
I'm any animal. He's the any animal. They some any animals.
Hey, we some many animals. All right. Numbers Lie the
South
podcast on
Gary.
Numbers Lie Sports Network. Pacers in 6, man. NBA Finals. Let's
All
get
right,
it.
man. In this, you can't say Pacers no more.
We're gonna control the pace.
Six. That was
Pacers.
nasty work.